Hi, my name is Chuck Williams. I want to welcome everybody to our Isagenix presentation tonight. We'll be spending about 30 minutes together. I'd like you to take just a minute as we get started to read this disclaimer. Basically, what it's saying is that the statements in this presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Isagenix products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. I'll let you read about the results not being typical and also the ability to earn income. Bottom line, there are no guarantees. Everybody reacts differently, but we do have some great scientific study behind our product, which is exciting. Also on the earnings side, there is a great opportunity for people to earn a significant income, but there are no guarantees there either. Better health and or unstoppable income. As if it were a choice. With Isagenix, you can literally have both. The Isagenix vision is clear, set forth by our founders to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. Our company has already reached the top in the industry. We're number 22 in direct selling, which is amazing for a 15-year-old company. When you realize the top 10 companies average 40 to 50 years old, we're the new kid on the block, the best kept secret in the direct sales industry. We're also very charitable, having raised over $5.6 million for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and cumulative sales at the time of this presentation are exceeding $5 billion. This year, 2017, sales are projected to top $1 billion, and in the next 36 months, the company is projecting to double that and be at the $2 billion a year sales. They have huge global international expansion ideas. The founders behind the company, starting on the far left, is John Anderson. He's the formulator of the products, or most of the key core products, not all of them. And then on the right-hand side, you got Jim Coover with his wife, Kathy Coover, and their son, Eric Coover. These four create an incredible combination at the top of the company, everything from product to corporate structure with Jim Coover to building a team, Kathy, and then START Initiative, which is for young people, the millennials, the young man in the middle. And the START Initiative, you want to start sharing this with younger people because they get it fast, they know how to use social media, and they are the fastest growing segment in Isagenix worldwide. This is my favorite screen of all. We are currently in 13 markets and growing fast. We've just scratched the tip of the iceberg in most of these markets. The opportunity to grow your business globally is beyond comprehension for most of you. I've had the pleasure and experience of having grown businesses internationally in the past, and I've seen explosions in a positive way take place when the right person in the right country sees your opportunity. That's going to happen for many of you on this call today, whether it be someone that is on your team that you brought personally, or somebody that is in your downline, or even somebody that in your support team that placed them in your organization. You're going to see tremendous growth. In the next 18 months, we're going to open up South Korea, and you're going to see great things happening in Asia as we go stronger in Asia. We just recently launched in the UK, and Europe is wide open. If my voice tends to accelerate a little bit when I'm talking about international, it's because I have a vision of what's going to happen. Our company is going to become a $7, $8, $10 billion a year company. Our goal is to be the #1 health and nutrition company in the world. Does anybody know how big that is? We're not talking about another direct sale company either. We're talking about all companies. We're talking about Johnson & Johnson. I need to look the statistics up. Maybe one of you could do it on Google while I'm talking here, but I think last year they did like $70 billion. That's the kind of vision our founders have. They want to be the largest health and nutrition company in the world. The Isagenix promise. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have tried our product, you know this. It works. You can proudly share our products with anybody. We have a no compromise guarantee. We also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We are proud of our products, and they do work, no doubt about it. We have solutions to transform lives. That's more than a slogan with Isagenix. We are literally transforming people's lives. I challenge you to look up some of the videos. Look up the 100-pound club video where over, I think it's 164 people have documented lost over 100 more pounds. That is a major life transformation. But we're more than weight loss. We're also energy, we're performance, we're healthy aging, and we're actually wealth creation too. Let's start out with our cornerstone product, which is the Isagenix Shake. I've heard several multimillionaires in Isagenix say that if all you did was 2 shakes a day, replacing 2 meals, and eat 1 normal meal, you would see the pounds fall off. Now you add the Ionics and the Cleanse for Life, and you're going to have even better results. But if you stay focused and keep it simple, just 2 shakes a day, focus your new people on that alone, they will see good results, and they'll see them quick. In addition to that, if you need, we have dairy-free. We have the Cleanse for Life. We call this the Nourish for Life in the UK market, but here in the United States and Canada, it's called Cleanse for Life. This is a phenomenal product that is going to get the toxins out of your body, and in so doing, your fat is going to follow and go right out your liver, your kidney, and through your urine. It's an amazing process. For those of you that have done a back-to-back cleanse day, you know what it's like to see the fat just melt off your body. I was on a call Monday with Herb Cepeda, our mentor and leader, and he was sharing, when he's talking to somebody in the gym or out and about, the natural question is, what do you do? And the way he answers that question, what do you do? He says, I help people lose body fat. And they just leaves it at that. And if they're interested, which most people are, they ask more about it, and then he sends them the appropriate video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that easy. That's what we do. We help people lose body fat. I've got some testimonials I'll be sharing with you in a few minutes. In addition to our weight loss, we also have a very strong energy solution package. In the energy solution, the core product there is the Ionics. For those of you that have been taking the Ionics for any length of time at all, you know this is a phenomenal product. And once you start taking it, you never want to stop because it helps balance your body's systems. It reduces stress. It just makes you feel good. And really, that's what it's about, looking good and feeling good. Your actual weight that the scale tells you is kind of irrelevant. If you look good and feel good, that's what's important. We also have our own energy shots. Energy drinks are a huge industry in America and around the world. You've heard of the Monster drinks and all those things, and they got tremendous amounts of sugar and carbs and just different things in them that really make them not healthy to drink. And young people today are just drinking them like nobody's business. We have a healthy energy shot, and they work. If you ever go to a major Isagenix event, they typically will hand out these shots, and everybody in the audience, I was just in the UK, 1,400 plus of us all had our energy shot, and we did a group shot. It was amazing and fun, and then the whole room just starts yelling and screaming, and it's pretty exciting for about 30 minutes until everybody starts to come down a little bit. But when you come down, you don't crash like you do with a normal energy drink. It's a more natural situation. In addition to that, we have our Isagenix Pro Shake. This is for people that need additional protein in their diet. Great for performance athletes. Diane and I have started doing this since we've got down to our ideal weight now. We're looking to add more lean muscle, and so we've added some protein to our diet. This is a great product to do that. This slide's very, very important. Take a minute, read it as I'm talking about it. But basically, we compared Isagenix to the Heart Healthy Diet. And it wasn't us doing this. This was a University of Illinois at Chicago study. It was a third-party study. Look at those stats. 56% more weight loss with Isagenix. Then the big one, 47% more fat loss with Isagenix and twice as much visceral fat loss with Isagenix. That's why when people ask Herb Cepeda, what do you do? He says, I help people lose body fat because that is what the Isagenix products do. I saw my brother Jim on the Zoom meeting tonight. So Jim, if you don't mind, instead of me telling your story like I normally do, why don't you tell your story in your own words and let people hear how you're doing?
Hey, Chuck. Yeah, I guess I started, I don't know how many months ago it was, but I was you just saw the picture. I was as big as I've ever been, not happy with things, and just, going up steps I was winded, trying to coach soccer and baseball and basketball. I was on the sidelines, not doing much. So I saw what impact Isagenix had with you. And then I said, I have to do it. I saw the success, so I did it, and continue to do it. Like you said, I've switched over from Isaline to Isa Pro, and I actually got on the treadmill. I worked for a fitness company. I did all this, no extra exercise, nothing else. It was all just Isagenix to the T. Everything it said to do, I did. And now I'm doing, and after talking to Stan, he suggests I still do 2 shakes a day, but the Isaline Pro, and eat 2 small meals, no carbs up to 4. It's been working great. I did start running on the treadmill last week and the step mill at work. So I expect not only to keep losing weight, but to actually, like you said, get tone and get some muscle tone in there as well, and just keep the success story going. And I've talked to people. I've got people at work that come up to me and say, on this call, Pam, we got on the call, Slim Jim. I get that at work almost every day. Or, hey, you're going to blow away if a breeze comes along. Or, hey, your pants don't fit anymore. I'm like, I know. I can't wait to get a new wardrobe. It's awesome. But there's all kinds of stuff going on like that. But people also tell me, well, I've got people at work on Isagenix. One guy has released 30 pounds in less than 30 days. Another one's done 25 pounds in 22 days. I've got a couple, husband and wife, doing it combined. They've lost 35 pounds. It's amazing. All these people, all they do is see me post something on Facebook, and they ask me what I'm doing. I tell them, they join it, they're doing it. It's awesome. But the main thing I tell them is, okay, they're all like, okay, you've lost weight, what now? I'm like, well, if you go to the gym and get your muscles, you don't stop going to the gym. So I'm going to continue doing Isagenix. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to have a healthy lifestyle. And now I'm starting to make money doing it. So it's a win-win, no-brainer for me.
So speaking of making money, go ahead and tell us about your friend Scott and how all that came about, because that's a pretty exciting story in the making.
Well, yeah, and again, Chuck, I'm not you. We know that. I'm not you say I'm a good network marketer, but I don't know about all that. But I've done this. I haven't gone out and tried to sell the Isagenix money side, the business side of it, if you will. I'm losing weight. If you want to learn how, or if you want to do it, I'll hook you up. I'll help you lose weight. Well, Scott got in and saw it, and then saw the business opportunity. He went in, signed himself up as an associate, went in and started selling it without even talking to you or me or anybody. He starts selling it. And he's a salesman. He worked in radio. I mean, he's on fire. So he's looking to just take this and run, which if that's if that's the way it's going to be, I'm all for it. And I'll help him any way I can, because it's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit everybody in the program. But it's just been, I mean, he was one I mentioned earlier. I think he's lost like 25 pounds in the first 20-something days. So he wanted to make sure it worked first. And now he's got people, he posted on Facebook, and he's very well connected in some higher social circles, if you will, with some highfalutin pro athletes and some radio personalities and stuff like that. So if and when this goes where I think it's going to go, it's going to take off. And Isagenix is going to be a household name, at least in the St. Louis market. And then you're talking about the UK and everything else, but I'm looking just here. I think we might be able to do something that's going to be huge. It's going to have an impact beyond St. Louis. That's just going to take off. And like I said, I may have to try to keep the reins on Scott so he doesn't go too crazy to start. But again, there's no way. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to stop someone from being successful, because if they're successful, I'm successful, and we're all successful. And that's why I think this is going to go for us.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm really excited about what's happening in your business, and had a meeting one-on-one with Scott a couple days ago, and kind of put out a game plan for him. He's very serious. So again, I think if I did my math right, you put in right about 10 customers, and then out of those 10, one took off and ran. And literally, you didn't ever mention. He went in and did it on his own. He didn't want to bother you because he knew you weren't interested in that side of business. So he literally went in, signed himself up as an associate, signed up his first 2 customers as an associate, and then came to meet Herb Cepeda and learn more about it. And now he's, like you said, he's on fire. So great job, Jim. Proud of you.
Thanks.
These are a couple of my leaders over in the UK. On the left, you've got Joseph Font, and on the right, you've got Gabriel. Joseph was a little discouraged because he was hearing all these great stories on these Zoom calls about how much weight everybody was losing. And in his first 30 days, he's told me he's lost 3 pounds. He told me, I think 3 kilos, 7 pounds is what it is. And he was discouraged. He's like, man, I'm not getting the results everybody else was. Well, I was over in the UK with Diane, and we were celebrating the grand opening over there. And we were asking Joseph, tell us about your experience, because, the average is 9 pounds in the first 30 days. That's the company document average through testing and scientific research. And you're a little under that. That's unusual. Most people are over that. And so he started talking to me, and I go, well, are you doing 2 shakes a day? And he goes, well, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. What's that mean? He goes, well, 1 shake a day always, sometimes 2. I said, all right, well, that's an issue. Then I asked him, how you doing your cleanse day? And he said, well, sometimes. And, if I get hungry, I go ahead and, eat. I'm like, okay. Starting to understand why you're not losing as much as other people. And then we asked him how much water he was drinking. And he said, water? Now, he was drinking some water, but not near enough. So what we did is we said, look, get serious about this. Take 2 shakes a day. And Jim, thanks to you and a couple other people who discovered how powerful back-to-back cleanse days is, I recommend he did a back-to-back cleanse day. I said, get serious about it. Do a back-to-back cleanse day. And most importantly, drink a lot of water. So he made those 3 changes. He did the 2 shakes per day seriously. He did the back-to-back cleanse day, and he drank a lot more water. And within 5 days of our conversation, you see the picture in the red shirt there. Look at the difference. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. His wife kids him. And if you guys are familiar with kangaroos, a baby kangaroo is called a joey. And she used to always tease him that he had a joey in his belly and he needed to get that kangaroo out of there. And so he's showing this picture and he's got a big old smile behind that phone there because he's let the joey out. Looking great. And congratulate him earlier on the call. One of our top leaders in the UK. And then on the right, another top leader in the UK is Gabriel, him and his wife Miles. And I actually had him confirm what I already knew, but he's not pushing his stomach out on the left and tucking it in on the right. That's just a natural, relaxed pose on both pictures. And that picture right there, I'm not going to tell you how much weight he lost, but that's about a 30-day change right there. And needless to say, he is ecstatic. This is a lady by the name of Mayette. And Mayette, like most women, is pretty good at hiding bulges and fat. And so the picture on the left, which she tells me is the best before picture she has, you really can't see much because of how she's dressed. But you notice after 30 days on the system and losing some weight, she's pretty proud to dress in a dress that shows off her physique. So it's amazing. Look at her face and the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 30-day change there. We're talking about very quick transformation of life here. She is ecstatic about the change in her life. This is Miles. You saw Gabriel earlier. This is Miles, Gabriel's wife. And the picture on the left's a little fuzzy. I apologize for that. I'll try to get a better one. But you can see the fluffy cheeks versus the look on the right. She is, again, just off the chart ecstatic about the results that she's gotten. And now she's starting to share this. She will be one of the top leaders in the UK. And I wouldn't put it past her. She has a goal to be one of the first millionaires in London and one of the first, if not, I shouldn't say one of, she wants to be the first Filipino millionaire in the company. And watch out, she's good. This is another Filipino couple, and pictures say 1,000 words. So I'll be quiet and let you look at the 2 pictures. She was on our Zoom call today, and she was just so happy and so pleased at the results that she's getting from Isagenix. So those results I'm seeing over and over and over again. These products are backed by science. We've got nutritionists, we've got dietitians, food scientists, biochemists, chemists, organic chemists, biologists, and toxologists. All those IST are people that took a lot of study to learn this stuff, and they're keeping us on the cutting edge of nutrition. We have what's called the IsaBody Challenge. I highly encourage all of you to get involved in the next IsaBody Challenge. Those who get in the IsaBody Challenge get the best results physically, and they get the best results in their business. They go hand in hand. I recommend you all do that. So the Isagenix Promise, I mentioned it earlier. It's basically science, safe, pure, and effective products that you can feel comfortable and confident sharing with your friends and family and those you meet. For more product information, please see the website isagenixhealth.net. That's isagenixhealth.net to learn more about these incredible products. At this point in the presentation, if you're a guest, what you want to do is decide which solution is best for you. Now, Stan Yago, my brother Jim mentioned him earlier. I see his wife Lisa on the Zoom meeting tonight, but Stan is our expert product guy in the team. And we've got several at corporate and different things, but he's a local guy who knows the product. And he recommends everyone, regardless of what solution they ultimately want to achieve, start with the weight loss solution and get that visceral fat out of their system. Get it flushed out of their system. Even if they don't really need to lose a lot of weight, get that fat out of their system. So again, it gets back to what Herb Cepeda says we do. We help people lose body fat. It's an amazing thing. Now, performance, energy, healthy aging, or wealth creation, whatever solution a person wants long-term, personally, Diane and I, We want all 5 of these. Why not, right? Now, you got to decide what pack you want. There's an ultimate pack that's not even shown on this page. It's $1,055 plus shipping and handling. And it's an amazing pack. It's got a little of everything. And for the person that wants to make the most money the fastest, that is the best pack to start with. It gets you all the products. You can try them all. You can have knowledge of them all. And you even have a little left over to give away as samples to people. It's an amazing pack. It's called the Ultimate Pack, $1,055 your cost as an Isagenix preferred member. The next pack that I do have on the screen is the Value Pack. The Value Pack sells for $559 plus shipping. The preferred membership of $39 is included in that Value Pack and the Ultimate Pack, so you don't have to pay that when you get those 2 bigger packs. That's one benefit, but you'll also get a lot of product for your money. The Value Pack is the pack that most serious people about the business come in with, that Value Pack. And then you've got people who are just more interested in the customer side of things. They usually come in with a 30-day premium pack or the Getting Started pack. Now, I highly recommend the 30-day premium pack because it's got a few things added to the weight loss system that you're going to want. The Icy Delights and the food bars, I don't know how people get by without those things. Once you experience them, you're going to spend a little extra money to get that particular pack right there. However, if somebody wants to come in with a bare bones, you will have success with just the 30-day starter pack. Like I said, it includes the Isagenix and the Cleanse for Life, but even some snacks to help you get through the cleanse day. But the main thing in the weight loss system is the 2 shakes a day. Do that religiously. They taste great, by the way, and watch your results. All right, all the presentation so far has been about the product. Now we're going to shift gears for just a few minutes and talk about the opportunity behind this incredible company. Money and work are the cause of most stress in most people's lives. 76% of people in a study done recently show that they had stress due to one of those 2 or both those things, money and work. Many marriages would be saved if the money were not an issue. There are basically 7 reasons people want to get involved in the business side of things. Number 1 is extra income. Now, extra income in and of itself means nothing. It's what are you going to do with that extra income? Are you going to buy a bigger, better house? Are you going to fix up the house you have? You're going to get a different car? You're going to send your kids through the best education they get, both in pre-college and college? You know, what is it? Are you going to travel more? Are you going to help more people? Are you going to give more to your church? What is that extra income going to do? Because again, extra income in and of itself is not motivating, but what you can do with that extra income, that is motivating. That's why people start a business. Spare time. Some people have lots of money, but they have no time. Financial freedom. Financial freedom is being able to do what you want, where you want, with who you want, and not have to worry about what it costs. That's financial freedom. Sign me up for that. How about you? And then there's retirement. How many of you know that there's a generation of people coming through the system right now? They're called baby boomers. I am the youngest of the baby boomers, and then there's a whole bunch of baby boomers, and they're all coming into retirement at this point. Many of them are not prepared financially for retirement. So they're going to have to rely on the government. They're going to have to rely on friends and family. It's not going to be a pretty picture. We have a solution for that. Start a part-time business. Start making some residual income and shore up your retirement. And then if you really get successful with this, you can have a very nice retirement and have the one above it, which is called financial freedom. Making new friends. Do you realize some people start a business like this just for the friendships that you can develop? You meet all kinds of new people at our events. There's a lot of fun. A lot of people do this just for the social aspect. And then there's helping others. Once you've been able to take care of your basic primary needs, most people have the desire to help other people. This business allows you to do that better than anything I've ever seen. And then last but not least, in my mind, is leaving a legacy. Leaving a legacy for your children and your grandchildren, to where maybe you're that guy that broke the cycle in your family, the poverty cycle, or the cycle of whatever. You can be that person, man or woman, that changes that future for your family. Now, again, just like the 5 different solutions that Isagenix provides, I believe all 7 of these relate to my why. So just determine which ones are your most powerful why, and then write them down, create a vision board, keep that why in front of you. Because there will be difficult days. Life will get in the way. There will be objections thrown at you. You need to know what you want, why you want it, to where you're willing to overcome whatever it is you need to overcome to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Now, our compensation plan is simple. It is simply you share, they share, repeat. So it starts a little before this because you eat it, you love it, you share it. You eat it, you love it, you share it. Then they share, repeat. That's the entire system right there. The entire marketing plan, the compensation plan, all revolves around you eat it, you love it, you share it, repeat. That's it. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details tonight. I will give you a little bit here. I mentioned earlier that the best pack is the value pack, if not the ultimate pack, if you really want to go big. But with the value pack, let's say you sold 2 customers in the same week. If they both bought a value pack, it'd be $559 cost to them plus freight, shipping. There would be no tax and freight they'd have to pay, but they would not have to pay the $39 membership fee. Now, you might be saying, Chuck, a preferred member is $29. No, it's $39. You get the $10 discount if you set up a monthly replenishment order, which most of us do. It makes sense because then it's $29 instead of $39. But when you're talking to people, the membership is $39. They just reduce it to $29. And so when I'm talking to people, I want them to see the value of what they're getting. So with the value pack, that $39 membership fee is waived. If you do 2 in the same week, those $80 product introduction bonuses double, and now you're earning $160 for each of the value packs sold, and that adds up to $320. You'll notice if they're your first 2 sales and one's on your right, one's on your left, you just became what's called a consultant. As a consultant, no matter how long it takes you to achieve it, that's our first rank advancement, and you get a $50 consultant bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the most exciting, most important rank advancement in all of them. Now, there are some that signify you've earned $1 million and all those things, and those are all great. But if you don't become a consultant, you never achieve anything else in this company. So this is the one. If you're out there and you're listening to my voice right now and you're not a consultant yet, I want to personally help you become a consultant this week by Sunday night. I will be leading the Cepeda call Monday morning, and I get to recognize people that have rank advanced. I would love to recognize 50, 60, 70 people on our team that achieved this rank advancement by Sunday night midnight. So if you are one, or if you have someone on your team that's not yet become a consultant, let's get them 2 customers, one on the right, one on the left. They all do 100 BV or more, and they just became a consultant. They're going to earn rank advancement bonuses and of $50, and they're going to earn the product introduction bonuses. They can literally earn $150 to $370 quite easily with just a couple of new people this week. Now, last is they share. So you've shared, you've earned some product introduction bonus. If you do both in the same week, those product introduction bonuses are doubled. When you become a consultant, you earn a $50 rank advancement bonus. When your people share, when you have 2 people that you personally enroll, become consultants, they earn the same things you just earned. But when you help one of your personals become a consultant, you get a $100 coaching bonus. So when one of your people becomes a consultant, they get $50 for the rank advancement bonus, but you get double that. You get a $100 coaching bonus, and you get that on your first 20 consultants that you bring on board. So the first 20 people that you help get to and become consultants, you get a $100 bonus on every single one of them. That's $2,000 just sitting there waiting for you to help 20 people become consultants. That's exciting. So in this example, you get 2 to get 2. With that, you're going to become what's called a manager. If you become a manager in your first 60 days, you get a Crystal Manager bonus of $250. Now, if your 60 days has passed, don't beat yourself up. You can still become a manager. You just don't get the $250 bonus. But don't let other people on your team miss that opportunity. Help them become managers in their first 60 days. And as you do that, you're creating volume on your 2 teams, and you start to earn what are called cycle bonuses. And I'm not going to go into details on cycle bonuses on this call, but cycle bonuses are where the big time residual income comes in. So with the double PIB bonuses and the consultant ranking bonuses, on the last slide, that's $370. We do 2 coaching bonuses and a $250 Crystal Manager bonus. That's another $450. If these people all did the value packs, that's $820, and that does not even include the cycle bonuses that you would have earned by these simple examples. So there's a lot more you can talk about the compensation plan, but everything I just shared with you is all you really need to learn to be able to explain this to a prospect. Much more than that on the first time, they're not going to remember anyway. Now, Herb and Patty Cepeda, I mentioned them a couple times. They are our mentors. They are the #1 income earners in the company. And last I heard, they were earning a significant amount of money, ladies and gentlemen. But that's not important. What's important is their experience, their knowledge, and that they're willing to give it to you to help you succeed too. That's what's important. They have a giving heart. Herb Cepeda was just here in St. Louis a couple weeks ago. And since that meeting, I've had at least 3 major people join our team. And I don't mean to leave out anybody else. There are more that joined, but 3 people that have track records of significant success in our industry. And so, like my brother Jim said, St. Louis is definitely going to be on the map. You too can have Herb and Patty Cepeda in your city. What he said to me and what he said on a Zoom call is if you'll put 100 people in a room, your people, 100 people in a room, he will come to your city and do a meeting for you. Internationally, he requires 250. But in the United States, 100 people, and he'll come do a meeting for you. Now, once we had him here, we're now trying to get Patty Cepeda to come back, and we're working on that. So if you're in the St. Louis area, start to be thinking about that. We're going to put a couple 100 people in the room for her, and watch out. She is quite the dynamic woman. This website, besetfreelife.com, is a great website for you to learn about the business. It is a great website. So go to besetfreelife.com. Watch the video at the top. It's what I use with all my new prospects up until now. And then right under that, you're going to see a place where it says access, membership access. Go ahead and register on the site. It's free. And then you'll have access to all the tools.
Yeah, he's just not moving.
Okay, so that's besetfreelife.com. I'll let you read his earnings disclaimer one more time. I mentioned it earlier, but just for those of you who got on late, as we talked a little bit about money today, I want to make sure we post that earnings disclaimer. We want to keep everything totally compliant because we want this to be around for a long time. If you still have any questions about this opportunity, ask the person who gave you this presentation to show you the 12-minute Eric Coover home meeting presentation. If you're looking for that, you can find it pretty easily on teamofhope.com. That's teamofhope.com. Look under the July archives. You'll see some great videos. One of them is the home meeting, recommended home meeting, and Eric Coover does a phenomenal job. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation. Let me stop our recording, and I'll open up for any questions any of you might have.